Hello, class. Uh, this is day 5 of ELA of week 9. And I am going to read the article for you. And then I will explain a couple of the questions. And then I will explain the last page, which is on prepositional phrases. And that will be it for day 5. The title of this article is Going Green in New Orleans. And it does go with the book that you read about Samantha. Forget the name of the book right now, but it was all about being green. And we said when we say being green, by that we mean caring for the environment, okay? To protect the environment. And so this title, Going Green in New Orleans, sounds to me like something to do with New Orleans, going green, or starting to care for the environment, maybe? Let's find out. It says here, New Orleans, Louisiana. And then it says, New Orleans was destroyed in 2005 by Hurricane Katrina. Now, many parts of the city are being rebuilt. In doing this, the city is going green. It is being built in environmentally friendly ways. They are also using solar panels. The city has even bought hybrid buses. Going green is a big change for New Orleans. This city once had a reputation for being environmentally unfriendly. Before Katrina, the hurricane, government leaders rarely talked about green building practices. They hardly ever talked about green energy. Now, however, people are making over the city. They're also making over its reputation. New Orleans is becoming environmentally friendly in several ways. Organic farming is becoming more popular in the city. New bicycle lanes are being planned. There is also new interest in helping habitats in wetlands. These areas had once protected New Orleans from damaging storms. At the same time, New Orleans is saving energy. New homes are being built in the city. Many are being fitted with solar panels. The lower Ninth Ward is one part of the city. It was hit particularly hard by Katrina. There, some 20 energy-saving homes are using the environmentally friendly technology. I never knew anything about solar panels until after the storm, said Mabel Howard. Howard's home was flooded after Hurricane Katrina. Solar panels were then given to her and put in for free. Now, Howard's electric bill is lower. During some months, the panels cut her bill by more than half. The city's growing interest in solar panels is driven in part by the government. It allows homeowners to spend as little as $5,000. In return, they receive about $25,000 worth of solar materials. The government encourages the city's interest in solar materials in another way. In 2007, the U.S. Energy Department gave the city an award. It named the city one of about 24 solar American cities. This award included $450,000. In return for the funding, the city agreed to include solar programs in its energy plans. The city also agreed to encourage the use of solar materials. New Orleans is starting new solar energy programs. The city is also starting to use other green energy practices. The city bought 39 new hybrid buses. These buses are environmentally friendly. They use electric power as well as gas. The city also agreed to a new energy program. This program will help 2,800 homes a year. It will help them use less energy. New Orleans' work to save energy could pay off for the city in more ways than one. The city will save money on energy. It may also make money. It might do this by taking part in cap and trade energy programs. These programs are aimed at lowering pollution. In the programs, companies' pollution will be capped, or there will be a limit as to how much pollution they can cause. They will receive pollution credits. These credits say how much pollution the companies can put into the air. Companies that need more must buy credits from companies that have extra. New Orleans is trying to save a great deal of energy. Therefore, its power companies may have extra credits. These credits can be offered up for sale. Okay, so there you have that. The reading. Here's the dictionary in case there's some big words that you don't understand. You can look up the meaning of those words or phrases in there. And then we've done this before. I love finding the main idea. You usually get this one question. You know that these are the supporting details, and our job is to find the main idea that should go here. Okay, so who? I think that the who, that would be New Orleans. So I could put here New Orleans. What? What about them? That would complete the main idea. Let's look at the choices. It says, which fits best in the empty box above? Okay, so in other words, which one is the main idea? That should go here. The details say the city is creating new solar energy programs. That is true, we read that. The city is interested in helping wetland areas. The city has 39 new hybrid buses. The city is planning new bicycle lanes. Okay, so let's look at the main idea choices and see which one fits or is supported by all those four details. A, New Orleans got a $450,000 grant from the U.S. Energy Department. I feel like that's just a specific detail. That would be one detail that could go in one of those boxes, but the entire article, the whole article was not just about this, about how the city got that money. That was mentioned in the story, but the whole story or article was not just about that. So that can't be the main idea. B, New Orleans once had wetlands to protect it from storm damage. Again, it was mentioned, but the whole story was not just about how it had wetlands. It was just a small detail in the story. C, New Orleans is taking part in cap and trade energy programs. Again, it was just mentioned in there. The whole story was not just about this. So I think it's going to be D. Let's read it. It says New Orleans is becoming environmentally friendly in many ways. Yes, the story was about the story or the article was about New Orleans. That would be the who. What about New Orleans? They are becoming environmentally friendly or being friendly with the environment, taking care of it in more than one way. And so this is actually one way. And because of they're doing so good, they're getting some awards. And so I would say that the main idea is D. The whole story was about the many ways or the several ways that New Orleans is becoming environmentally friendly. So that would be the main idea. And the rest of the questions are multiple choice questions. Just like how we did yesterday, you choose the best choice, go back to the story and underline where the answer is, okay? Or the evidence that supports your answer. The last page is about prepositional phrases, and yesterday I was explaining how these phrases in a sentence explain or give information as to where something is happening or when something is happening in a sentence, okay? And that's basically, and then you have a little explanation here. It says a prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with a preposition, and those would be like words such as in, during, on, with, down, beside. So it begins with a preposition and it ends with a noun or a pronoun, which would be the object of the preposition. For example, here's an example. She walked across the wet grass. So remember, prepositional phrases tell us when or where. She walked where? Across. That would be the preposition, okay? Across the wet grass. The wet grass, that would be the noun or the object, okay? So here's the preposition, prepositional phrase. Across, and then plus the object, the wet grass. Okay, so here's our job. Complete each sentence with the correct prepositional phrase from the table below. Okay, so we're gonna complete these sentences, and you may use any of these prepositional phrases that fit better to complete that one sentence. For example, number 1 says, Mom found her lost earring at the park. Could be, but let me see if there's a better one. Beside the tree, very steep hill, under the futon, with chopped nuts, or down the hill. I think that the one that fits better is under. And under would be the preposition, and then, so this would be the preposition, and then the object would be, or the noun would be the futon. Hopefully I am pronouncing that one right. Under the futon. Okay. And so there you have it. I just completed a sentence with a prepositional phrase that tells me where Mom found her lost earring. So you go ahead and complete the rest of them. And that is it for day 5 of ELA.